Alright, we're back for the bonus room. I had to do a cut in between the end of the second good ending, and it's much later, and gonna be a little quieter, but at the same time, we're out of the game now, so. I know for a fact that the outside here is mostly text, so I'll kind of burn through that relatively quickly, and if you want to read anything, you can pause the video and read at your leisure, because I want to get into that voice actor's room and see what everybody's got to say, because those personal messages are cool. So let's get into it. Now let's get to the good stuff, yeah? Alright, let's go. Start with Will.
Hi, my name's Morty, and I had the honor of playing Will in this game. Before I talk a little bit about my involvement with the Strange Man series and the Hanged Man specifically, I'd like to tell you a short story. Before now, I've never voice acted in a more professional setting. The closest I've ever gotten to any of that is sitting in dark rooms playing games with my friends. It's sort of a tradition. We'll boot up a small game, and whoever's there participates by giving a character or two a voice. It became one of our main ways to bond as a group. Over the years, we've done that a lot, and my friends were impressed by what I was able to do, but I figured I'd never really have a chance getting a real role. So, up until now, I just did it for fun. The jump from just a fun to playing the main character was huge, but I was so excited and humbled by the fact that someone saw me, a weirdo with dubiously absent gender, way too much time on their hands, as main character material. The prospect of being able to play this game with my friends and show them how far I've come is thrilling, and I'm beyond honored to have been given this chance. Which brings me to my place in the Hanged Man. I've watched and played the Strange Man series since at least 2013, and I was eager to see what the next installment might be. I saw VG Person's link to the auditions page at some point, and I was intrigued. At the urging of my friends, I thought there was nothing to lose by sending in a couple auditions and seeing what happened. I didn't think anything was going to come of it, if I'm being honest, because I was going to enjoy the game no matter what happened. Imagine my surprise, waking up one morning before class to see an email from Udi, not only saying that I landed the part as Will, but I was almost directly aligned with her vision. Again, it was humbling. And in that moment, I made a commitment to myself and everyone involved. I was going to bring it as the most emotionally unstable but relatable 14-year-old boy I could be. I'll never be sure of people's impressions until after the fact, but just knowing that I brought my A-game into this project makes me proud of the work I've produced.
Well, I'll certainly say this, I am by no means 14, nor do I really consider myself emotionally unstable, but Will was certainly a relatable character, so you did a fantastic job.
And here we are, hundreds of lines and countless hours spent in a tiny booth later. Despite technical issues of school equipment, threats of getting sick, stresses to my busy college schedule, I've made it to the other side, proud of the work that everyone's done. In closing, a sincere thank you to Udi for believing in what I brought to the table and giving me a chance. I also have additional thanks for VG Person for all her hard work in translating and bringing games to English speakers, and the cast of the Boogeyman and the Hanged Man for giving it all they've got and inspiring me to do the same. Right now I'm prepping a lot of new social media accounts for more public face as a content creator, but I'll be putting out some extended thoughts about my role as Will and my involvement with the Hanged Man at some point. You'll be able to find a link to that and other things at MortyK on Twitter. I'll also eventually make a video about the Strange Man series and how I think it all connects, so I hope to see you all very soon.
Wow, thank you. I was very impressed with your performance, and I greatly enjoyed it. You did a fantastic job as well. Let's see who's next.
Hello, and congratulations on making it all the way into this room. You must be quite the gamer.
Oh.
My name is Louis Bedelment. I'm an up-and-coming actor and writer. If you're curious about me, I've also written a book called Tales I Grew Up With, The Grandparents, which you could find on Amazon.com, and I'm highly involved with a fun online series called the With Voices Project, which you can find out more about on TV Tropes. Additionally, I do live-action acting. I'll be playing the role of Torres in an upcoming web TV series called Beyond Scope. But that's probably enough self-promotion. Were you expecting that Pop would be used in all the ways he was used in this story? I sure wasn't. First he was made to be Will's mouthpiece. Then Will chased him all throughout that old abandoned building like Alice chased that white rabbit in Wonderland. And finally he became Will's cheerleader. Pop's just the most versatile rat ever.
Real Swiss Army rat, yeah?
Say, which of Uri's Strange Man series did you like best? Besides The Hanged Man, my other favorite is her first one, The Crooked Man, but that's just me. Almost a pity that this will be the last installment of the Strange Man series, but I'm sure Uri has gotten even greater ideas in store. Can't wait to see them in the future.
You know, I have to agree with that. I did enjoy The Crooked Man, I think, the most, aside from this one, for various reasons, but Crooked Man, up there in my favorite games. Thank you. And you are a returning actor.
Hello everyone, I'm Ro. Congratulations on clearing the Hanged Man. I hope you had as much fun playing as I did recording. I really wasn't expecting David to show up in this new game, but I'm very happy to reprise my old role. If you played the Boogeyman and got to the bonus room, you may have listened to my message there. I said I might start a YouTube channel and voice the Crooked Man, which is the game that David stars in. The channel hasn't been fleshed out yet, and I haven't made any content. I apologize. I still plan to do both of these things, but real life is pretty busy. I hope eventually I can do something that you, our gracious audience, will enjoy. If you'd like to contact me, or would like for me to do some voice work, or would just like to send me some comments, feel free to send me a message or comment on my YouTube. My skeleton of a channel is ROUKURO, and this time I promise I'll actually respond. Thank you for listening.
And thank you for voicing. I don't know if I said it in any of the videos, but a voiced version of The Crooked Man would just be one of my favorite games of all time, hands down. Love that game. And thank you again.
Hey there, thanks for playing the Hangman. I'm McCory, and I provide the voice for Cindy Morton in this game. Now, while I was working on this, I was actually also providing another voice for a different RPG horror game called Kego Totori. You may know me as the voice behind Hotaru, who is a completely different character from Cindy in almost every single way possible, but I still hope I did Cindy justice. Now, if you haven't already, please go show Uri some support, not only for the Strange Men series, but any other projects they work on in the future. Having worked with RPG Maker myself, it is definitely more difficult than it looks, and to see such a well-continued series progress this way is just very inspiring and very interesting, so again, I hope you go show them support, because they definitely deserve it. So once again, thanks for playing.
Now, Kago Totori is a game that I have experience with. In an act of shameless self-promotion, check out my channel for an unboxing from the devs of Kago Totori. But that's enough on that, we're focusing on the Hangman. And you know what? Thank you for voicing Cindy. I actually did enjoy it. I thought it was interesting that got some interaction between the kid and the mom. We didn't really see that a whole lot in the past, I guess, from... Well, I suppose that we got it in the Boogeyman, but solid voice work. Thank you. Let's see.
Hi there! Thank you so much for playing the Hangman. Did you have a great time? I hope you did! I'm Jess, and I provide the voice for Regan in this game. This is my first time recording for an RPG horror game, and it was such a treat. I'm so thankful to be a part of this wonderful project, and I wish the best for everyone in the cast and to Uri on all their future projects that is to come. And a special thank you to Angie. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now, so thank you, Angie.
For your first time voicing, spot on. Excellent performance as Regan. I played the Sandman fairly recently, and I think that you did a very good job with the character of Regan compared to what her role was in the previous game. Just top work.
A good way to reach me is at my public Twitter account R4V3NBR4IN, which also is Ravenbrain. I usually post all projects that I'm in there. Anyways, that's it for now, guys, and once again, thank you so much for playing the Hangman.
And thank you for your contribution.
Hi there guys, it's me Chocolate, the voice of Sophie. Congrats on beating the game. I hope you had a good, spooky time playing it. I'm really glad to be in another game in this series, and I'm really excited to play the finished game. Thanks to Uri for making these games, and VG Person for translating them, and all the other voice actors in the games, because you guys are really, really great. I've actually been working on it for a while, but didn't mention it before, so I'll say it here. I'm also working on a game. It's called Dollhouse, and it's, kind of a surreal adventure game. It's taking a while since I'm trying to make most of the resources myself, but it's definitely coming along. Anyway, if you want to reach me, I have a Twitter, Art Tumblr, DeviantArt, and a Facebook artist page, and the usernames on all of those are ChocoChocolate. Also, I really love rats. I felt the need to say that because I had to pretend that I was disgusted by a rat when I, in fact, am the opposite of disgusted by rats. I love them. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Thank you for your voice work again. Let's see, actually. Didn't get a note, but in The Sandman, Chocolate also provides the voice for Sophie's prayer. That was in Boogeyman, and I still remember that for some odd reason, but there's that. Thank you for your voice work. And something that I noticed when we were listening to Chocolate talk is that the Hanged Man is outside the window. Let's give that a check.
I'm Patrick Kuhns, the voice of the Hanged Man. Thanks for playing the game and talking with me. Especially you, Zach. Thank you, Yuri, for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this series that I have enjoyed so much. Also, thank you, Maddie, for pushing me to do this in the first place. It's my first voice acting role, and I'd like to thank you for getting me here. Stay beautiful, folks, and I hope you get to hear from me again.
Thank you for voice acting. And thank you for the witticisms that you've left me on some of my videos. I look forward to that. Pun Battle, A+ work.
Hello, this is Teach. I am the creator of the With Voices series, which takes games like these and gives them voices, so you can imagine my surprise when I actually get to take part in a game like this. I am very fascinated with the Strange Men series, and have always been looking forward to the next installment in the story. I have always loved how one installment leads to the other, and at the same time the way each one is a unique story with a different kind of strange man. It's been an honor and a pleasure to take part in this final installment of the Strange Men series, and I love the aspect of a fully voiced game. I'll gladly try out for any future game Uri tries to make. By the way, for those of you who are wondering about my work, I've done Mogeko Castle with voices, The Great Garden with voices, and Garden Grey The with voices. I'm currently working on Undertale with voices, Genocider, and Secret of Mana Theater with voices, and one of these days I'll tackle the Crooked Man with voices and the Sandman with voices. Though I wonder what I should do once I reach the Boogeyman with voices.
I have to interject here. We don't talk about Mogeko Castle, or The Grey Garden, or Garden Grey The, or anything Funumusi. None of that. And also, Boogeyman with voices? Interesting concept. Love to see what you do for that. Not really sure. Depends on what you do. Oh, that was it. Thank you for your voice work. Kind of expected that you would sound like a pirate normally, but you didn't. But, incredible talent. Let's see. Who's this?
Hey there. I'm JT Homeslice, or Jamie, whatever you like. I dabble in a bunch of creative stuff like YouTube junk, the occasional dumb game, music, and now voiceover. I saw a friend post about the auditions and thought I'd throw my hat in the ring. I researched the Strange Man series beforehand and thought they were really cool. I'm really happy to be a small part of this rad series. This is actually the first project I've been a part of as a voice actor. It's a huge honor. I hope to be a part of Uri's projects in the future too. Anyway, if you want to see what I'm up to, Twitter is the best bet, at JT Homeslice. I'm JT Homeslice pretty much everywhere else too. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the game, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Thank you for your voice work. I did not get to see you because of the route that I took in the game, but I'll have to replay it to get the rest of the characters, because I know I missed out on a few of them here. Let's see.
Hey, I'm Leannis, well, some of you know me as Ringer.
No way.
I also make pixel horror games, and I don't know if you've heard of them, but I call them the UX series, and currently in progress is Flux and Lux. And I've been a huge fan of Uri's games, and, well, I only played the Crooked Man, and I counted how many times I died, and I died approximately 33 times. And I was using a walkthrough. It took me about 2 hours to get through it. But, even though I'm a horror game enthusiast and a horror game creator, I really like voice acting, and I wanted to try out for this game, and I thought it would be fun. I didn't think I would be able to be accepted into the game as an actual voice actor, so I woke up one day and I saw that I received a message from Uri, and I was crying. I was crying because I was so excited to be part of this project. So, I hope you enjoyed the game. I'm pretty sure this is the end of the game. And, I hope you enjoyed my performance. Keep an eye out for my own games too. I'd appreciate if you would play some of them. And in the future, I hope that you'll see me in even more games. Thank you.
And thank you for your work. Now, didn't know that Rindre was in here. Promotion for one of the less talked about games. Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf the RPG. Don't question it, just look it up and play it. It is arguably one of the best uses of 20 or so minutes that you could ever do. Fantastic. And thank you. I think this might be the VG person's message. I have a message from the translator VG person, who is a huge help on the translation front this time. VG person first translated The Crooked Man and has since helped enormously with the other 3. Oh, here we go. Hi, it's VG person. Just like the Boogeyman, I translated this game in advance so that Uri could recruit English voice actors. After the rough learning experience that was the Boogeyman, Uri took a different approach to the voice acting this time. She completed the whole rest of the game first, then handled the voice acting. I think this made life easier for everyone. Uri could just focus on the game before worrying about recording, and my work and the voice actor's work wasn't spread out over such a long period of time. Also, rather than just scripts, we could use the finished game as a reference. Being able to translate with full context as I usually can helped a lot, and I think the voice acting benefited too. I was glad to help Uri conclude the Strange Men series, the series that led me to her in the first place. I look forward to helping with her future endeavors. Well, thank you for your wonderful translations too. I have played numerous VG Person games, and they are some of the most well-curated collection of games on the internet, I would think. They're all very much a good use of your time. Thank you.
Congratulations on completing The Hanged Man. Can I make some clap sounds? You did it! So, what ending did you get? Good? Bad? Or does this room only appear in the good one? Well, you'll know, I guess. So, how's it going, guys? I'm Stray Hiryu, a Let's Player on YouTube. I have been looking forward to this game ever since The Boogeyman, and I have been keeping an eye out if it's also gonna have voice acting. So when I saw that auditions were up, I went for it and got a part. It's an extra, but still happy that I got a voice in. It's also my first time to actually voice act in a game. Even though I didn't have that many lines, I still tried my best and hoped it turned out great. I had some fun doing them. Thank you, Yuri, to let me have a part. Well, enough talking to me. Talk to the other voice actors.
Well, thank you for your voice acting, and I got the good ending, and it does only appear in the good one, the second good one. Alright.
Arf, bark, growl, howl, whine, and woof. Which is your favorite dog noise? I'm quite partial to whining and whimpering myself. Hello to you, and congratulations on making it into yet another one of Uri's Games bonus rooms. I hope you had fun, or if you were watching someone else play through, that you enjoyed the story at least. My username's Loco, but you can call me Loco. My real name is Francisco Eduardo Villaos, but don't bother remembering it. Aren't Uri's games great? I'm not attempting to suck up here. I genuinely love that aspects of real-life drama, psychological horror, and potentially unexplained supernatural events all coexist in her The Blank Man series. I auditioned for a lot of the adult male roles very close to the deadline, so I was kind of surprised that I was contacted to take even a single one of them. It ended up being Old Man E, I think, and I had to submit a lot of weird takes for said role, so when I found out that it was for Old Billy, a dog, I thought that Uri must have wanted one of my deeper, gravelly attempts, so I recorded my lines like that. Except it turns out She actually liked a different take for that role. I only learned this around the time the area where I live in was particularly noisy due to a city fair and lots of rain. Needless to say, at the time I'm recording this, I might still be about to make a third alternate take, because I can't seem to reproduce the wheezing voice she wanted perfectly anymore. I have no idea how I did it during my audition. Anyway, I'm not a professional by any means. In fact, I'm unemployed. I'd like to make games, but mostly I'm known for drawing, animating very slowly, and talking over video games whilst mishearing other people. I have no idea if players who see this room have seen every ending, but hopefully you have, because I'd like to maybe speak with those players right now, especially the ones who saw an ending with Old Billy.
Oops.
Everyone else, close your eyes and cover your ears.
Hear that? Close your eyes, cover your ears. Cover your eyes, close your ears.
I think it's a comforting idea that Will gets to be with Old Billy in that ending. There's nothing more ideal than an imaginary dog for someone who lost their fingers, you know? It's the only kind of dog such a person might still get to pet, by imagining that they're petting it. Sure, it's a little morbid, but you have to take your silver linings where you can find them, you know? In conclusion, Old Billy's a good dude. Anyway, hope you're all happy and well. See you!
What a good old Borfer, like a woofer pupper. And thank you for your voice acting. I enjoyed Billy's voice. I thought that was interesting. I think that the variety between all of the, I don't know, what would you call them, like familiars? No, that's not right, but the various entities that Will speaks to. I like the diverse range of voice actors that he talked to. Moving right along.
Hi, I'm Matti Mali. I'm also known as hedonistic actor around the webs. I have a YouTube channel. There's some of my reviews about Finnish movies and my own creative efforts and stuff I haven't published there in a while, but hopefully by the time this game has been published there's more stuff. But yeah, I haven't played any of the Strange Men games before, but I knew they had a reputation, so when my fellow voice actor Teach provided a link to this casting call in a Skype group we both are in, I decided to give it a try if I could leave my mark on something that is downloaded by, I don't know, thousands maybe. So yeah, thanks to Uri for giving me this opportunity, and even though my role as a model owner wasn't that big, I made those 6 lines count, damn it. Yeah.
You're here.
Well, when after completing the recording, I did play the other 3 games, and yeah, they had their own problems, each one of them. I could go more detail, but I want to say that what is common to all of those 3 is strong writing and great feelings and almost makes you cry kind of a hefty drama. So I really dig the writing and many of the characters the series has to offer. Well, because I had such small role in this during one scene, I can go most of the hanged man by blind, so it's going to be an interesting experience for me as well once this game is released. So hopefully I will enjoy it as much as you do.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it.
But I guess I could tell something about myself. I have done voice acting before. This is like my, I don't know, 20th, 15th project, something around those lines. I began in 2012 and most of my voice acting experience comes from Manix Expression site's podcast plays. They are most of the time well written too. Perhaps my most prolific one is a Star Citizen machinea called Combined Arms, where I play the main villain, this sadistic space pirate captain or something, rather. And, well, I don't know what else to say, so I guess I thank you for and congratulate you for completing the Handman, the final grand finale in this quadrilogy, and yeah, have a nice day.
Well, thank you. I know that a lot of people were kind of confused by the placement of your accent, but you did a good job. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Star Leader or Arian, and I am the voice of Young Will. Congratulations on finishing the second playthrough of the game! Yay! I was really excited when I found out I would voice in The Hanged Man, as I have loved the Crooked Man series, and I remember playing all sorts of RPG games with my cousins and reading aloud the lines for the voiceless characters. I'm really happy that 10 years later I'm still doing it, but on a more serious level. I found that voicing Will when he was young was different from voicing other younger versions of characters, as these types of characters are commonly shown to display a contrast between before and after a major event. But this young Will is shown to you while he's going through that major change and still trying to understand and find his way in the situation. So he's caught between a time of innocence but also a time of acceptance and growth. A lot of other young boys I have voiced were still stuck in that innocent and naive time of their lives, and I would make it a focus to sound really cute and clinging to that side. Will is young and still has much to learn, but he's also trying to understand where his life is heading. That really defined an important goal to me, to grasp his innocence but still show his struggle to find his way out of this storm. I really love Will, and seeing everyone's work made me really honored to be a part of this team. I hope you enjoyed playing, and thank you so much for listening.
And thank you for voicing Will. Or young Will, I should say. And I definitely thought that you did a good job of walking that line between being young and innocent, but at the same time slowly figuring out that there is more to the world than what what's Will's age in that? 8, 9, something. Whatever 8 or 9 year old's mind works when you start associating meaning to everything, I guess. Too deep. Moving on. Thank you.
Hey there. I'm not one for speaking much about myself, but congratulations on finishing the game. I hope that you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed participating in voice acting. This is my first ever voice acting experience, and I hope that everything on my end was good enough to immerse you. I want to thank Uri for giving me such a great opportunity to experience something so new to me, as well as my girlfriend for letting me know that voice acting auditions were occurring for this game. Currently, I am a theater student who enjoys playing many video games and watching many anime in my free time. I think I fit an okay person to do voice acting, right? Feel free to contact me through my email for anything, and again, thanks for playing.
And thank you for voicing. Just saying though, anime video games, perfectly normal. Moving on.
I'm Adam McMillan, the voice of Robert Hayes. Congratulations on beating the Hanged Man. I had so much fun with this character and getting to experience the way his personality unfolded. I'm an aspiring voice actor, and I've been able to be a part of other projects such as Pokemon The True Abridged series, Beyond School, and a new project called In the Flesh. I also upload YouTube videos at youtube.com/thatchannel90. Hope you had a good time.
Thank you. I thought that the performance as Robert was fantastic. There were certain scenes where you could see that you get that vibe that he's kind of an innocent man pushed too far, and it worked really well, and, kind of freaked me out at points, and great job, thank you. Oh right, we got 2 more, almost forgot.
Hi, I guess I'm back. Serene Harper, reporting for Juicy. Congratulations on clearing the Hangman. I hope you had a brilliant time playing it. Ari has been working really hard on this game, so let's all congratulate her on finishing it. And for wrapping up the Strange Man series with a big round of applause. Yay!
Round of applause. It's late, so I'm not clapping.
I really wasn't expecting Helena to reappear in this game, but here she is. Ari messaged me a few months ago asking if I could voice Helena again, and to be honest, I was quite surprised. I sincerely thought that her role ended in The Boogeyman, and technically it did. Ari did tell me she'd only have a few lines, but I was more than okay with it. I just didn't expect it to be like that. You could have given me a forewarning that the parents would be flirting so I could have avoided getting embarrassed, Ari. I can still feel my face burning. I blame you. I don't have much to say. I think I've run my mouth enough on my TPM message. I guess I can tell you guys what I've been up to. I've started working on my own games, 5 of them in fact, interchangeably because I love being miserable. But they won't be out for a long time as I'm extremely busy with everything else. 3 of them are visual novels, while the other 2 are being made using the RPG Maker 2005 engine. 2 of them are silly, while the rest are rather heavy and full of misery and horror, kinda. So, yep. Anyway, enough of that. Congratulations once more on finishing The Hanged Man, and I hope you enjoyed the Strange Man series altogether. I know I did. Send tons of love and praises her way, she definitely deserves them. That's all spoiler rotten. Anyways, you guys know where to find me. For those who don't, my Twitter handle is Serene Harper because I'm creative that way. I sound way too happy. Take care always and catch you later.
Thank you. Serene also does really good art for the Strange Men series, so that's worth checking out. Hop on over. Our favorite, 21st century gunslinger.
Sup guys, how y'all doing? It's me, it's your best friend, Blue Neon Lightshow, back to voice Keith from the last game, The Boogeyman. You can just call me Neon for short. I heard Keith was going to be in the next game after we finished The Boogeyman, but I wasn't expecting it to be so soon. A pleasant surprise if you ask me. It was enjoyable to voice Keith once again, albeit a ton of lines to record and whatnot, but hey, that's part of the fun, right? Anyway, congratulations on beating the Hangman and getting to the secret ending. Go around and see what the other voice actors have to say. They certainly deserve the credit just as much as anyone. Oh, I guess I should also mention how to get in touch with me, right? I'll just leave my contacts here. Fair warning, I am horrible at keeping in touch, but you can always trust me to eventually get back to you. Even if it is within a month. Anyway, enjoy.
Thank you. You are probably the most qualified actor to play the cool, detached, and savvy detective. Thank you so much for your service for the Strange Men series. And now we got this jerk left. We really... Alright.
Hello, I'm MCB Actual, though you can call me Al.
No.
And I voice the fishing store clerk in The Hanged Man. Though, I should say I've always had terrible luck with fishing. The only fish I ever caught was using a bit of cheese, but I digress.
Sounds fake, dude.
About 3 years ago, I was introduced to my first RPG horror game, Mermaid Swamp. Now, numerous translated games later, I'm extremely grateful that my first attempt at voice acting was for one of Uri's works. In a way, things have come full circle, though it's probably a circle of horror, monsters, and bad endings.
Nah, dude, no way.
Anyhow, I'd like to express my deepest thanks to Uri for making this all possible, to VG Person for their impeccable translations, and to you, the player, for coming along for the ride. You can find me hanging around, pun intended, on YouTube and Twitter as MCB Actual, so feel free to swing by and say hello. And so, thank you for playing The Hanged Man, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Or night, depending on when you're playing the game, I suppose. Take care.
2 things. 1, it's night, so that. 2, if you're MCB Actual, and I'm MCB Actual, then who was phone? Okay, that's enough of that and being a jerk. Let me get on some of this drinks. I'm a snowman, I can't drink. I guess that's it. So I know that there's a couple characters here that we didn't get to see in my videos, and I don't know if I'll probably go back and play them on my own time, but I highly encourage you to do it for yourself and play the game and experience everything for yourself as well. Because watching someone play it is part of the fun, but at the same time, sometimes it is worth going for it yourself and just enjoying the experience and going along for the ride. And so here I'm going to cut to some of my final thoughts on the game and some things that I've noticed. So I'll see you over there. So, I am recording this on May 13th, 2 days after the game came out, which was May 11th, and I just wanted to share some thoughts on The Hanged Man overall. Now, one of the things that I'm doing is that I'm re-recording this. I had originally done this during the first round of the credits, and I wasn't very satisfied with how coherent or what I was saying during that video, so I deleted it, and I'm redoing it now. But one of the things that I think made a difference was going through and getting good ending too. Because the extra cutscene with, I suppose, the cutscene with Pop was pretty good. But what really sold me on the game and blew it out of the water for me was the cutscene with David and Keith talking about family and raising kids and things like that. I'm a sucker for that kind of content, and it just really improved my satisfaction with the ending of the game, and I thought it was fantastic, as well as the altered ending where Pop goes on his own journey. I thought that was a significant improvement over Good End 1, and I think Uri was right in playing it would improve the experience, so that's one thing that I want to say. And another thing that I wanted to bring up, as at the time that I'm recording this, I've noticed that a lot of people aren't very pleased with the voice acting. And call it bias if you will, I did voice an extra. I kind of hinted towards that at various points in the video, but I do think that the voice acting was well done. People were railing on Neon for Keith and Morty for Will, and I don't think that that was very fair criticism. I thought that they both did a very good job for the type of character that they were playing, and I really enjoyed the other casting. I enjoyed Pop's voice actors, very unusual. I didn't have any interaction with them, and I didn't listen to their voices before this, and I was pleasantly surprised by everything. I thought everything worked well and it fit together, and in the end the cast seemed to work just fine. So I really don't agree with that kind of leveled criticism on that point. But in general, as a game, I felt like it was more Boogeyman-esque in a sense in terms of the map layout, but content-wise it gravitated more towards the Crooked Man in a way that you were kind of uncovering a haunting from you, I guess. In that you were being haunted and you had to find out what was causing it and dealing with it, which was a theme in The Crooked Man. But overall, I think that this game was very enjoyable, and I think that it is a good conclusion to the Strange Men series. I did see that there would be a couple more installments of shorter games, and I do look forward to those too. I don't really know what they will be, but I guess they're teased a little bit, so we'll find out when they come out. But overall, I do recommend this game. I think that Uri definitely puts a lot of time into making her games, and it does pay off in terms of the experience you get. And so I think that wraps up my thoughts on The Hangman. And with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, or night, depending on when you're watching the video, I suppose. Take care.